Happy Friday, church family. I hope you've had a great week. It's starting to look and feel like November out there. And that means we've got lots of wonderful things happening around here this month. Some of our ABF classes are gathering for Thanksgiving meals this week. It is such a great time of real fellowship, gratitude, togetherness. If your class is meeting, I hope you will make it a point to connect with people and just enjoy the greatness of our God, the community in our ABF classes. Some other classes have Christmas ones, so just be part of these. This is so important. Next Saturday, the ladies have their gingerbread decorating event. It's going to be a sweet time of fellowship, creativity, and connection. I've also been told they're not to snack on. So no eating of the gingerbread houses. They're for decoration only. And these are such great opportunities to bring a friend, to serve, and to invite people to be part of us. I just talked to somebody this week that invited their neighbor, and their neighbor is coming. These are huge relationship building opportunities. And just as a reminder, when we try to share the gospel with people, one of the first steps is build a relationship and invite to an event. This is why we do this. We are trying to give you opportunities so that you can be faithful to making disciples, inviting your neighbors, inviting your friends. So this is why we do this. Please invite somebody to come to this. We want them to be part of this. We want to build relationships to ultimately be able to share the gospel with people. And so because this is both kind of evangelistic and a community involvement, there's several ways that we're just trying to be a blessing to others. And one of those ways is there is a winter clothing drive for some of our local international students. And so if you have clothes or you have things that you want to give, they're collecting hats, mittens, coats, scarves. This is a great way to actually be part of what's happening in the community around us. On top of that, there's a financial opportunity. They're collecting money to cover cost of shipping some clothes going to Ukraine. If you want to be part of that, feel free to just bring that. They're going to be collecting that. More information is in the e-bulletin. We want to use this as a way to bless and encourage. Just like how Awana is doing their Love Your Neighbor, we are trying to really love people and do so well. On top of this, coming up on November 23rd, we have a very special day. A lot of things are happening. In the morning service, we're going to celebrate baptisms. I'm so excited. We have probably three people getting baptized. The deacons have met with these individuals, and it is going to be such a huge blessing to have our friends publicly declare their faith and let you know they're followers of Christ. They want to be faithful. On top of that, at 4 o'clock in the evening, we're going to gather for our Harvest Blessing Praise Service. We're going to vote on these members to join us. We have a Harvest Blessing offering where we're going to give generously, and the first $5,000 will go towards Natasha. The rest will go towards the boiler fund and raising that money for the boiler, because we know we got to replace it next year. And there's just so many things happening, and that's just November. Then when you look forward to December, there's several things. Nativity scene is happening the first week in December. Volunteer signups, cookie donation, all of that is coming very soon. We have our Christmas celebration on December 14th. Followed by a church-wide potluck, and then we're going to go caroling afterwards to some of our shut-ins. On December 21st, our kids will be singing in the morning service. We have a Christmas Eve service at 6 o'clock, and then on the 28th, we will only have our morning service, no ABF that day. And then finally, New Year's Eve happens to happen on a Wednesday, so we're not going to have services on that night. There's so much going on. I hope you plan to be part of this, and this isn't even the good things that are happening with our ABF classes and their celebration. It is such a great time for us to be with family and friends, to invite them and to really celebrate what it means to be a follower of Christ, to celebrate Christ this Christmas. Last Sunday, we talked about how we go through suffering and how the refining heat or the pressure is not punishment. It's actually God's process to strengthen us. And we need to trust that process and not hurt that or hinder that in others. This coming Sunday, we're going to continue that series. We're going to jump in to 1 Peter chapter 5, the first 5 verses. And Peter is talking about how we lead, how individuals lead. And if you think about it, oftentimes when we think of leadership, we think of Pastor Brian, or we think of deacons, or we think of our ABF team. But every one of us in some way leads. And that requires that we act a certain way. And Peter has a great encouragement that we need to shepherd with humility And we're going to talk about what that looks like and what it doesn't look like. So be ready to gather, be ready to allow the Spirit to work in your heart and to listen to His word. Now, I just have a little challenge for you, like I try to put at the end of every one of these. Take a moment to encourage someone, especially those who are leading in our church. There are some great ABF teachers. There are some great Sunday school teachers, Bible study teachers. There are people that lead others all over our church. Send them a note. Not just say thank you. Purposely send them a text. Maybe stop them on Sunday and say, hey, I'm grateful for you. Be meaningful and really appreciate them. This is a great opportunity to reflect what November, Thanksgiving month, means. And we don't want to miss that opportunity to just be grateful. No, I love you. Church family, I'm praying for you, and I can't wait to see you on Sunday. God bless.